Hey there, old worldians. Back for this Velocirix, back for another playing session. This is also going to go, doing this on Twitch, is also going to be ported over to the YouTube channel as part of the video strategy guide that I'm putting together. And in this game, we are actually going to resume, instead of doing a first 50 turns for Carthage, we're going to resume the Babylon game and take it from turn 50 to 51 to 100 today. So we can start getting into some of the middle game stuff, because as the game progresses, things get complicated. Complicated's good, but complicated is, well, complicated. So it does require a little bit of time and attention. And for first thing I'm going to do, for reasons I'm not entirely clear on, when I posted my videos yesterday, it didn't happen to the ones, the Assyrian ones, but when I posted the videos yesterday, I got a warning about the music tracks. So I'm just going to kill the music, leave the sound effects, and I mean, it didn't keep the videos from being posted, but it did say, "Hey, this is So anyway, we're just gonna turn the music down and go on about our merry way. So this is a game that we had done yesterday, taking it through turn 50, and I've used up most of my orders. I'll do a quick review just to make sure that there's nothing in particular I can do. See, there is stuff I can do. So let's, yeah, so if we can raise a little bit of money, and we can influence the head of the Kassite family to make sure that we keep. And the reason, I think one of the biggest reasons. Okay, yeah. So they switched to Christianity. We kind of dissed Christianity, and they're mad because they don't have any counselors. But we only have the one counselor spot, so there's not much we can do about that. And they're pissed off because we don't have any of their favorite luxuries. And we actually do, I believe, have, yes, we have 3 sources of honey, but we don't have the tech to do anything about that either. So there's stuff we can do to make them happier in the longer term, but at the moment they're just gonna have to suck it, because we can't do anything right now other than just influence them. So that's what we'll do. I don't know where my tech thing went, so I don't know what I'm researching. Uh, no. Tech tree. Okay. So why are we why are we not researching anything? Are we okay? Well, the tech thing is gone. I don't know what to do. Anyway, maybe when I hit intern, it'll come back. Who knows? Um. So one of the things that I was talking with Lola over in the Discord channel, one of the things that she's recently experimenting with roads, and she wanted to know a little bit more about military organization. Now, Lola, if you are already watching and you have a specific question, by all means, feel free to chime in and interrupt. Um, One of the things that No Legs was saying in uh, the chat, talking about roads, was that yes, roads are primarily useful for the connection bonus. When you have your cities connected, each city that is connected gets a -1 to the unhappiness. So I'm playing on noble, so we start with 10 uh, unhappiness, and the -1 for connected knocks it to 9 minus or +9 per turn. So that's the big benefit. The other benefit, though, is economic. If you put a if you have a worker build a hamlet and it is on a tile that is not connected to your trade network, then the hamlet will only produce 10 gold per turn, which kind of sucks. If you build a hamlet on or tile that is connected to your trade network, it'll produce double that, or 20. So and you can extend your trade network anywhere you want by selectively placing roads. So it is backwards compatible. So like, let's say like right now I've got roads here, but if I didn't have a road here and I put a put a hamlet right here, then that hamlet would only generate 10 gold. But if I came back later and built that road, then the hamlet would automatically increase its gold output. So there's an economic benefit in addition to the happiness kick for roads. The other thing, and this is something that No Legs mentioned, was rough terrain. The troops in Old World are pretty mobile, and the maps are fairly small. So you can typically get around a map without having to worry too much about roads. But there is a big exception to that: rough terrain. Rough terrain being hills and forests. They will really slow your army down. And that's the reason I actually didn't quite finish this, but that's the reason. See, is connected to Babylon by way of this river, so I didn't actually need this road at all, except that this is shitty terrain. So eventually, what I'm going to do when I get a free worker is I started a road that started here, come up, and came over, and that's where I stopped it. But I want to add a road to this tile, and I want to add a road to either these three or these two tiles, so that I have a quick and easy way to bisect this rough patch of terrain without having to send my army all the way north or south. That sucks. That is going to really slow my troops down if I have to get troops moving, a large number of them, from east to west. So I need a road that cuts through all this bullshit and makes it easier for my troops to get where they need to go. So that's the whole point of having a road right here, because this is just craptastic terrain. It's great terrain for defense, don't get me wrong, but in terms of moving troops rapidly through it, yeah, this sucks. So we need a road to offer some assistance there. And I just arbitrarily decided to build it here because it's sort of right in the middle of a triangle of three of my early cities, and I figured that's a pretty logical place to put it. Um, we could also probably benefit from a similar type of road here, or maybe cut through this forest here. It depends, and a lot of that's going to depend on what our future relations with Greece looks like. Right now, our relations with Greece are not great, but not horrible, and if we can uh, get them for a while, we had the relations with Greece up to about where they were, or where they are now with Persia. So if we can get back to that point, and we will try. Actually, I've got something else I can do. I can send a trade mission. So um, if we can get relations back up with the Greeks, then we don't have to worry as much about building strategic military roads uh, toward that direction. But we don't know what the future going to hold. At the moment, all my workers are busy building mostly quarries and hamlets, uh, so we can try to get the necropolis, which is not only one of my favorite wonders if I have a religion, but is also an ambition. So we kind of need that. Um, and also starting to build barracks so that we can train troops faster to get ready for trouble, whatever form that trouble might take. So let's take a look at the military. We'll get rid of the workers. We'll get rid of our one scout. So that's it. That's my military. I've got 4 infantry, 3 mounted, 7 ranged. I usually go pretty ranged heavy on my military because my ranged units tend to do much of the heavy lifting. My infantry units mostly serve as meat shields to stand in front of my archers and protect them while the archers do the good work of killing whatever we're fighting. Cavalry, good to have deployed on the flanks. They're great at finishing fights. They're great at crushing siege units when we find them. Um, so you don't need typically you don't need an overabundance of them, but you do need to have a few, both to guard your flanks and to take advantage of opportunities as they arise. Now, in terms of organization, and if you ask 10 different people who play the game, you'll probably get 10 different answers. But in terms of organization, here is what I like to do, just typically. Um, you get a bonus if you have a garrison of the same family sitting in the city and you have walls around said city. Those two things trigger a -1 unhappiness bonus. I like managing my unhappiness because I don't like people living in shitty conditions. Call me crazy, I don't know. Um, but unhappiness raises your discontent level. Actually, I can tell you exactly why I don't like unhappiness. Unhappiness raises your discontent level. With every discontent level that you go up, this city suffers a 5% cumulative ding to its growth, to its money, and to its science. So right now, this city has a 15% neg to growth, money, and science. Well, I like money and I like science and I want to be able to build settlers and workers relatively quickly, so I kind of like growth too. Not only that, growth is directly tied to, well, right now I'm building a militia, which is stalling my growth, but growth is directly tied to how quickly you get extra points of population, which in turn drives how many specialists you have. So, more discontent, less growth, less specialists, and specialists are amazing. So, anything you can do to lower your discontent, and in my book, eventually turn it negative so it turns into net happiness, that's awesome. So if all it takes to get another -1 is to build a garrison and throw a wall around a city, I'm all over it. That sounds good to me. So, and as I understand it, talking with Dale, walls do count toward your military strength, and that matters in terms of, like, when I'm looking here at Greece and they show stronger. If I build walls everywhere, I may be able to get that down to similar because the walls are going to count as part of my overall military strength, and that also applies to towers and moats and all the other upgrades. So that's big. So building walls actually does help you in terms of the AI recognizes that, oh shit, it's harder to take a city with walls. That guy's pretty tough, and then they are somewhat less likely to attack you. So that helps there. So that's actually the first part of my military organization is I like to have garrisons, and when I get time to, I like to have walls everywhere, even in Babylon, which really isn't what I would call a frontier city. I mean, we do have a border with Persia, but we're on good terms with Persia. So Babylon is not really directly threatened, but I'm going to put a wall there anyway because it's going to give me -1 on happiness. So that's the first part of my military organization. Next part is I tend to, well, first off, I tend to park troops that I'm not doing anything with on barracks. Why? Because they get 2 extra XP, or 10 extra XP a year, just for sitting on the barracks. So that's pretty handy. And third, I tend to cluster troops around areas that I think might be trouble spots. Now, here in this game, there are 2 areas that could become problematic: the Grecian front and the Roman front. Now, you can tell just by the number of troops I've got in those places which one I'm more worried about. I think the Roman front is probably going to be where we see our first fight, so I've sort of started to filter some additional troops over that way. Now, actually, if Rome comes at us, they're probably going to come from here. So this archer is actually in a shit position. I need to move him. I'm going to put him on the high ground, which gives him an extra +1 range. And then when I get some additional spearmen and the like, we'll throw them out here and have them fortify, and they will serve as a vanguard against the potential attack. They'll be literally the tip of the spear. So organizing your defense on a city by city basis and taking the local terrain into account is pretty important. Like, ideally, as I build more military units, I will probably want another archer. Post him here, right? Put 2 spears here. Maybe, well, now I'll probably have a spearman sitting back here to serve as a reserve. So, like, if Rome was to come and attack, these guys probably going to get beat to hell. But if one of them survives, I can pull him back here, heal him, and swap in a fresh guy, and then maintain a defensive line. This forest tile, also very important. It's got a good defensive bonus. I probably need to put a unit there. And, if I get him there early and just have him fortify, let him reach level 5 fortification, maybe give him a guard promotion. He's a pretty tough customer sitting in the forest, and he'd be hard to root out. So that would be worth doing. That might delay an attack on the city by a turn as units, flock up toward that to try and get rid of it. Or I could just clear cut that with my worker and deny an invading Roman force a place to hide. In fact, I could just clear cut all of this so they wouldn't get the bonus for being in scrub either. So that might be something to think about. Another thing I could do if I felt like this was going to be a pivotal city in terms of defense against a Roman attack, could build a fort on this hill and station probably an archer on it. That archer would actually be a pretty tough customer sitting up there. And if I threw a couple of spears out in front of him to act as a shield, then he'd be almost impossible to get to. And even if someone did, he'd be really hard to get off that hill. So I don't think I'll do that, but I mean, I could, and that would actually work out pretty well. But this is basically, as far as in terms of defending against a potential Roman attack, this is actually not a bad setup here, because the enemy has to approach on flat ground. So cavalry units could eat them for lunch. I could post units in the city, and infantry units in an urban environment get a bonus. So I could get a bonus, and I could post archers on hills behind the city, which would extend their range so they could shoot at everybody in the plains. So this is actually a pretty defensible city if an attack comes from the direction of Rome. Now, it's less attractive if attack comes from the north, because an attacker coming from the north could move down in force, occupy all these hills, and kind of negate my advantage of being on the hills, give them some good defensive ground. Same thing here. This looks like it will be a pretty defensible area, but only if I've got the forces to make good use of this terrain. Otherwise, like with just a garrison sitting there, this is all to the advantage of the attacker. I would need a big force to make good use of that for me. So those are the kind of things you want to think about in terms of how to arrange and deploy your military. Now, yesterday when we were doing the game, I did get a couple of units that got the Eagle Eye promotion. Eagle Eye is cool because it ignores distance modifier. So if I have this guy normally has a range of 3, if I have him sitting on a hill, he got a range of 4. The problem is if he's sitting here, he'll do max damage here, less, less, even less. So, but Eagle Eye says nope, max damage all the way out. So I can hit for full damage from up to 4 tiles away, depending on where he is. So this is a badass unit, and I don't want to lose track of him. So I'm actually just going to change his name to Eagle Eye, so I know where he is. And I have another one like that. I don't know where he is. I think maybe over here. Grab my other one. No. What is he? He got sniping. He's a hunter's family unit. Where is my other? I am pretty sure. Oh, and see, so when I change his name, now he says actually Eagle Eye. So he's a besieger. I'm actually going to change that too, because I want to be able to keep track of what these guys can do, and there's no good, easy way to do that other than just clicking on their units. So now, if I need to put together a siege crew, or if I need to put together a long range team, I can just come here and say, okay, where's my Eagle Eye guys? Oh yeah, well I need you over here, and then we can start putting together a very specific. Here he is, right here. Okay, and he's got a couple of other cool abilities too. He's also got Horsebane, which is handy, but I'm gonna mostly use him for long range work. So I'm just gonna call him Eagle Eye as well. And now when the time comes that I need some long range sniping done, I know where my 2 Rockstar units are. Hey, how are you, Lola? So, yeah, now I know where my 2 um, Eagle Eye Rockstars are. So when I am ready, and I also now know that this guy absolutely needs to be put on the priority list for upgrading, right? Because, I mean, he's a slinger right now. Basically, he's a guy with a diaper and some rocks. So we need to, yeah, we need to give him some better gear. Um, let's see. And Lola, since you just arrived, if you have a specific question about civics or military organization, ask away, and I will do my best to answer it. Um, right now, my military organization is pretty simple because I don't have a lot to work with. My big thing is I want to get garrisons and walls in all my cities for the unhappiness reduction, and I've got spare troops sitting on barracks for the XP, and I've started to create what I call just combat clusters in Eridu to protect against Rome, and I've got a very, very tiny one in Mari to guard against potential Greek aggression. But I don't have really anything from an organizational perspective. I don't have anything really set up yet, but that's going to get built over the course of this next 50 turns, because if we don't get attacked, which I'm thinking we probably will, and probably by Rome, uh, then we are going to uh, launch an attack somewhere. Now, in looking at the diplomatic scene, Persia's in a fair amount of trouble, right? They're at war with both Greece and Rome. So we'll have to watch that closely because Greece has already completely devoured Assyria, which is why they are at the top of the charts. Although, in fairness, we hadn't devoured anybody except some barbarian tribes, and we are right behind them. So, we're doing pretty good. All right, I'm gonna hit in turn and let's see what the next year brings. Let's do it. All right, Persia. See, now this Persia is under attack by the two strongest military powers in the game. What do they do? Oh, let's build the Oracle. Yeah. How about building troops so you don't die? That'll be useful. Oligarch died. New guy took over, but he likes us. Another grandchild. Sweet. Most eloquent person. We like that. Somebody converted to Team Judah. That's us. We like that. Somebody converted to Team Christianity. Well, we don't like that much, but ain't nothing we can do about it right now. Okay. So, as we leave the early game and move into the middle game, this is one of the trademark techs. We need this for two reasons. We need it for garrisons because that's how we unlock our special unit, and Babylon's special unit is a nuclear bomb on the battlefield. And we need it for tyranny. Uh, I like Constitution. I like anything that reduces unhappiness. But in the early game, before we get coinage and markets and grocers and all that crap running, tyranny is the way you make money. And right now we're broke. We are dead ass broke. Tyranny will fix that. Tyranny will give us a shit ton of money, super easy. And if we do find any other barbarians, we can use that money to hire them. Oh no, we can't because she's an order and she can only hire with legitimacy. So strike that last part. Anyway, tyranny is the way to go in the early to mid game, and then later on you can switch to Constitution and enjoy the unhappiness kick. But early on, tyranny is the bomb. So we are definitely going to want to do some tyrannical shit. Okay, so let's just see what. Look like Greece is continuing to lay the smackdown on uh, Persia, and that's not good. We may actually have to get involved in that fight on in defense of Persia. I don't want to. I don't want to fight Greece, but I also don't want Greece to run away with the game. And right now we're keeping pace with them, but I guarantee you, if they and Rome divide Persia between them, we will be left in the dirt. So we don't want that to happen. First thing then, let's take a look. Now earlier I said I made a big deal about saying don't buy and sell resources to train troops, and I stick to that. We may buy and sell some resources to get the wood to upgrade our other Eagle Eye slinger, but we got other fish to fry at the moment, so let's take care of the basics. See, we built a uh, hamlet, but we're running such a deficit that one hamlet just didn't cut it. Uh, let's see, can we build another? Do we? No, okay, we cannot. All right. Well, um, I don't especially like uh, Babylon's shrines, they're okay, but they're not awesome. The Shrine of Marduk is the best of the bunch, but we would need polytheism to be able to build a copy of it everywhere. So I don't want to build a Shrine of Marduk here in Durakuri, although I would love to get my hands on the Great Ziggurat, in addition to the Necropolis, which we are currently saving for, although you wouldn't know it since we don't have very much stone. But I guess that tells me what I need to do next, doesn't it? Because if we're working on the Great Ziggurat, then I need uh, more stone, but this is the wrong city for that. So I am going to content myself with a lumber mill up here for the time being. And I've already got a little triad of shit producing uh, quarries, but I don't know that adding another ship producing quarry would really get us anywhere in terms of that. So, what are we going to do with this scout? Well, I kind of want to see more about what's going on in Persia land. I want to keep an eye on that. So I'm going to send up here and maybe park on this hill and, better yet, park on this hill so I can stay hidden and kind of watch the battle as it unfolds. I'm worried that the Greeks are probably going to be able to take that city from Persia, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I like that. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't. I'm gonna. Okay, so we would have enough. We would have enough juice to upgrade that to a Libyan cav next turn if we wanted to. Well, keep that in mind because, and this is what I'm this is a classic case in point of what I'm talking about with the diplomatic situation getting increasingly complicated. We're on pretty good terms with Persia. We're not on great terms with Greece. Persia is currently getting dogpiled by two very big civs. All of the civs, well, all except we're about the same strength as Persia, but their two opponents are stronger than us. And here we are thinking about trying to ride to Persia's rescue, which is just going to cement uh, our relationship as being in the toilet with Greece, because coming to Persia's rescue would pretty much mean attacking Greece and relieving this city. And our troops, one, aren't that numerous to begin with, and two, aren't really in position for that. So if we're serious about it, and I'm kind of thinking we might be, we need to start relocating some guys. Now we don't want to pull the defend. We don't want to leave ourselves completely defenseless against Rome, because Rome is also well. And let me back that up. Maybe the right answer is to. This is what I mean about. Uh, well, uh, started off in a fairly resource poor area, so didn't have a lot of food. Had a couple of good specials and got going. Um, but I've been spending them up. I mean, we've been spending them to grow the economy. Uh, and it depends on what level you're playing at. As you go up in the level chart, you start with progressively less and less resource. So then it just takes a little longer to get going, which is actually a really cunning way to increase the challenge level of the game, because then you're basically it's like you're challenging yourself, because okay, I've only got just a few I think I had 200 of each to work with at the start, and I think in the easier levels you get 300 or 400 at the start. So and it gets even worse. I mean, when you go really high in the levels, you start with like 50 of each. Okay, that sucks. You're really like struggling to even come up with the basics. To holy shit, how am I going to afford this barracks? And that makes it super hard. Uh, but maybe the right answer is not to attack Greece because we could actually salvage a relationship with Greece. I'm not as convinced we could salvage a relationship with Rome. And since Rome is also attacking Persia, maybe that's the answer, right? Maybe we do something to Rome. I don't know. Well, right now we can't do Jack, but I do want to watch this battle unfold, so I'll leave my scout heading that way. What do we got here? Ah, okay. Well, I like that, and I like giving her a point of charisma. Very cool event. Here. We don't really have a ton of farms and pastures anyway, and I like the movement bonus, and I like being able to buy tiles selectively when I want or need to. I'm going to go with that. Now, surely, surely we got some stuff we can do with our copious amounts of orders. Where do I want? Huh. Well, in light of what I was talking about with the Romans, I do think I am going to start pulling some troops off that way. So if Greece attacks us, we're pretty well hosed. But I think Greece is going to be busy with Persia, and we'll keep an eye on it with the scout anyway. So we will, at a minimum, move some guys that way. Now, my Eagle Eye. Yeah, this is my Eagle Eye guy. Let's go ahead and, while we've got some points, let's see what the general situation looks like. One of our generals are kind of getting old. That's not great. Okay, I'm gonna put uh, Sheraton the Younger in charge of this Eagle Eye unit, on the thinking that with the Eagle Eye promotion, she's not gonna have to get close to anybody to deal any damage. And if she does take damage, we'll be able to heal in neutral territory. So the -5 defense shouldn't come into play and should be pretty devastating against incoming melee troops. So let's do that. And then my other Eagle Eye down here. Let's go ahead and she already got a general. Yeah, good, good. Okay. Who else we got? Who else we got that's decent? Well, our besieger. She already got a general too. Okay, but nobody else really has any experience. I mean, those are our guys. Those are the guys from the early game when we were clearing barbarian camps. Those were the guys. So that makes sense that they're the ones with the experience. But we do have a couple of other generals, so let's just go ahead and assign who we can. Like being able to give this spearman that's sitting on the barracks an additional 6 experience points a year would I sound pretty good. Although we can't do it because we're out of training points. So that sounds good in theory. I'll try to remember to do it in the next turn or two. Uh, but I think we've about used up all the points we can because we've got our diplomat doing Diplo stuff. We're doing influency stuff. All the workers are busy, so we're just going to have to take the money, which isn't. That's always like the weakest thing you can do with that leftover orders, and we have a bunch of them, so that's a little disappointing, but that's where we are. King Consort getting sick. That's not good. Lost a point of legitimacy. That's never good. Well, improved relations a little bit anyway. Oh, they finally dropped a city there. Okay. So let's get these guys just kind of heading toward the Roman front. Let's put our. Oh, go Persia. Hell yeah. Persia's sticking it to them. I'm not feeling good about that unit's survival, but they got the right unit coming to counter the Greek attack force anyway, so that's a good sign. Right. So what do we need? Well, couldn't hurt to have another scout, especially if we're thinking about doing Roman shenanigans. I'd like to have some eyes over here, see what's going on. So do we have any cities that are idle? We do. How long would it take you to make a scout? 4 years. Sold. Alright, that'll give us a second scout. You are. I think we've already got a garrison planned for this city, so we don't technically need him in the city. Have a garrison coming anyway. So let's pull him out, and this is the garrison, right? Okay. Hey, we actually have over 100 stone a turn now. Good deal. All right, let's go to work on. Yeah, we need to kind of go to work on the lumber situation, don't we? And the money. Alright, let's do a Hamlet there. I like that. That'll cut the money problem down, and then next turn we can switch to tyranny, and we'll actually have a pretty good surplus. Okay, over here. Yeah, we are hurting for lumber. Let's get some more of that action going on. We're hurting for everything. Let's get some more food. Just dropping a couple of farms here to help the food. That's reasonably productive land. I can do something better with it later. And this, we just founded this city. This is actually going to be a tremendously important you know, breadbasket for us because we don't have a lot of food except this city. And when we buy some tiles, which we will eventually get to, Actually, I might leave this slinger over here to buy a couple of these tiles just so we can get access to some of this delicious food. So yeah, and then once we get Tyranny, we'll have the money we can do that. We'll buy this. Should incorporate at least one of these. Pick up the other one. Buy this hill. Should pick up the third. And that combined with these two barley tiles will give us the food surplus we've been basically looking for the entire game. We had to stretch some to find it, but we got there. All right, I'm gonna yeah eventually make my way over to that hill. See the comings and doings there, but I'm also going to gear up for war with Rome. Committing to the war with Rome. Okay, we have a pretty good amount of surplus stone. I You will never hear me say, "Well, I've got too much science. I don't want any more." No, we'll take it. Yeah. Now this sucks. I want both of these. Of course, I have to pick. It's a no-brainer. But I hate that archery or composite bows unlocks both of these cards because sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes, like now, you get in a situation where you got to pick the Acadian and lose your free archer, and that is exactly what we are going to do. Well, sucks. Okay, fighting generals. Uh, First of all, who are these people in the context of family? And okay, so none of them are in charge of the families. None of them are in charge of the church. Uh, he is already pissed off at me. Uh, I'm going to build up the relationship I've already got. Okay, so let's do some tile buying, right? Come out here, buy this tile. Look at that. Bought one tile, got two sorghums. That's pretty awesome. Next turn, we'll come up here and buy this one, and we should be able to snag that one as well. I'm going to work her out immediately. Put you to work on the farm, because we need food. Been bitching about food this entire game. Well, we also need wood. That's not a great lumber mill, but it's the one we got, so we'll take it. We can also switch to tyranny. Look at this sweet money change. Oh, tyranny. Tyranny, I love you. And thank you for solving our money problems. So with that one move, we have basically fixed the economy except for food, and we just did the first steps. We just took the first steps toward really fixing the food. So that solves for that. Now, let's start putting together a proper attack force for our Roman frenemies. We don't have a ton to work with, unfortunately. But that's because we hadn't had a whole lot of time to put it together yet. So we're just gonna sit right here in the trees, watching the show. Alright. And let's do a head count. What do we got? What do we got like that we could use to attack? We're not going to count the militia because he's going to stay behind. So we got 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 after he buys his other time. Now, I had already mentioned in the Discord channel and in previous videos, I consider a viable attack force against an enemy position to be 12 units. That's the minimum you want to use. And because I like to prepare for shit that happens, because shit has a funny way of happening, my personal minimum, based on that 12 number, is 15. I'm not going to move I'm not going to take the offensive with anything less than 15 units. Just not going to do it. Um, Even if it looks like I could probably win the fight with less than that, don't care. Don't care. Been suckered into that too many times. And you get into combat and oh look, reinforcements are coming from Timbuktu, and yeah, then you get your ass kicked and you have to pull back and nope, not doing it. Not doing it. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna build up. We're currently working on So we're currently working on a lot of specialists at the moment. But when those finish, we're going to start working on another round of troops. And I have been building some barracks, and I can now lay off building some hamlets so we can get back to the barracks. And we're going to start cranking out lots of spears because we don't have axemen yet, and we need frontline guys. And I've got a fair number of archers, and I've bought some good cavalry units from the Numidians before we gently remove them from the game. So what we need is meat shields. We need meat shields. So that's what we're going to focus on next. Yeah, meat shields. Alright, well you can just stay right there, little militia. And we will... Alright, so we have improved our relations with Greece a little bit. Can I influence anybody? Well, not with 47 bucks, but I mean, if I had the money, could I influence anybody? Yes, I could. Okay, well then let's raise the money. Alright, that burns a couple of other orders. I don't think I can put generals in charge of these guys, can I? No. Okay. I don't. No, I do have a little bit of training, but the question is it more important to assign a general, or is it more important to upgrade a... Well, I don't have the lumber, so upgrading a slinger to an archer is kind of a non-starter anyway. So, well, let's look at what promotions we could give some of these guys. Okay, well he's already got guard 1, so let's give him guard 2, and let's give him a general that could increase his defense even more. Well, we can't do that, but okay. So we got two guard promotions, and giving him a general that would increase his defense would make this guy a pretty good sentinel. So we're gonna call him that just so I keep track of what he can do for me. And then we're gonna end the year. So he's one to watch. He's not just a disposable meat shield. That guy is actually pretty solid. We put him on good terrain. We make it hard for him to be attacked anyway. He could like hold a choke point, or I mean, we definitely don't want to just be reckless with that guy. That guy could save our butts. Okay, we're gonna park the unit there. Let's go ahead and give him, while I'm thinking of it. Does this guy give? No, he didn't give any XP. Okay, well let's see if we can find a. She's already leading the unit. Okay. Well, in that case, let me. Hmm. Okay, I definitely do not want to be a corrupt leader. So I don't care if this guy starts plotting against me or not. Luptree of Babylon. All right, we're doing that, and let's now he's on my radar. Yeah, I don't even know who the fuck this guy is, but now he's on my radar. So who is this asshole? Let's go find him. Luptree of Babylon. Where you at, Luptree? Okay. So what can we do with this guy? Nothing. So we don't have the tech. Okay, well, tell you what, I'm going to change his name just so I can find him again easy. He is going to be Ashatticus. And we're going to keep a close watch on old Ashatticus. That's something. I wish there was a way to reorder this list, or to flag a guy. Let's watch this dude. Uh, Put him on a watch list or something. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna keep an eye out for old Ashatticus of Babylon, because that guy's starting to piss me off a little bit, making accusations and stirring the pot. Dick. And thank you, Lola. I'm glad you approve of my choice of names there. It just seemed like it was kind of appropriate under the circumstances. Ashatticus. It's like in another game, Spidey and I were making fun of one of the Greek city names, city named Miletus. We said it sound like something gross you would see growing on your toe, right? Oh, what's wrong with your foot, man? Oh, that's my Miletus. It's acting up. Yeah, I know. I can't put him in jail yet. I don't have the tech for that. Apparently, I think I need to have a chancellor to be able to lock his ass up, and I need a spy master to be able to assassinate him. If I had a spy master, his days would be numbered. Old ass Atticus would be watching it back. But well, that's all right. That's all right. We'll just keep a close watch on him, and we'll we'll get there. Douche nozzle. Ah, God, pissing me off. All right, we gotta come down here and do this before I forget. Let's buy. Oh, we don't have any money. Okay, well, we can fix that easy enough. Yeah, let's buy this tile, and that got us another. uh, sorghum, and I think that's enough. I mean, we could get crazy and like come out and buy this and get this, but you know what? We get these tiles cranking, and we get some specialists going. We'll get this tile eventually anyway, and I don't want to spend hundreds of gold on it. I think between these five, that's pretty well going to solve our food problems. So I ain't worried about it. I mean, that's, we're good. That was just pure luck. I had nothing to do with that. It was just pure luck. And, unfortunately, I didn't have any of that cool stuff up here in my starting couple of cities and my free spots. All that was, down here in the barbarian lands, and this was the site that the wayward Assyrian archer was guarding, and I was like, Psh, man, Assyria's already on the ropes. We're gonna kill that archer and take his shit. So we ambushed him, and like 2 turns later, Greece took him out of the game anyway. But yeah, so all the good stuff was in the south. We kind of had average tiles up in our starting position, but that's okay. We made it work. We made it work, and now we're growing into it, and we'll eventually get some good orders and be able to crank out some chariots to support the army. Yeah, bottom of the map goodies. Which tells me that if we, get the opportunity to, we're going to exile Atticus to the north. We're not going to send him to the south where all the good shit is. Okay, so this city is kind of right in the middle of everything, right next to Persia, right next to Greece. I do want to start building troops. I need to start building troops, but I am going to take the time to build a wall and treasury. One, because treasury gives me culture with Babylon. Two, because when I get professional army, it'll actually act as a auxiliary barracks, give me more training. Three, because I ain't never heard anybody say, "Oh, we need more money," or We have too much money." No, that never happens. So we'll do that, and it'll reduce unhappiness, and then I can start building troops there. Right, and it'll give us some more time to build a second barracks and all that shit too. So yeah, we're doing that. All right, what other cities I got that are okay? All the cities are just building shit already. So good, good. Build more shit. That's what we like. Okay, this we're gonna just do some more lumber milling as wood production is still weak. We're gonna come a little closer since you kindly left us the opening. And we don't have enough wood to do the upgrade. Do we have enough points to upgrade any of our... No, you've already been upgraded to the hilt. I can't upgrade either of you guys. So I guess we're not doing any of that. We've only got 3 spearmen at the moment, and that kind of blows. But not much I can do about that at the moment. Alright. He's busy. I'm busy. So once again, we're just gonna trade in a bunch of points until we have more. We need to get a couple more workers. That's what that's telling me. We have all these orders left over. Periodically, we don't have enough workers. So I need to put somebody on building a worker. Probably that city that's doing the scout now. I'll just have him do another worker when that gets done, and yeah, we'll do that. Okay. I would love to just go ahead and jump all over these military techs. Land consolidation is just an inconvenient tech. I don't like researching it. It just seemed like it's always a speed bump in the way, but it's too useful to ignore. So we pretty much just got to do it. That is right on the Roman frontier. I'm going to go ahead and do the walls, and then we're going to build a warrior. Yeah, this event sucks. I me personally, I would never take a 50-50 gamble on losing one of my staff to be insane. So we're not doing that. All right, who are you? You are fourth in line. Well, you probably never gonna see the throne, but study some philosophy. Okay, what is this? Dur Curry, that was a barbarian camp. I think that was the Numidian camp, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yes, Numidian camp. Hmm, okay. What can you do? Well, you got decent growth, good training, fantastic civics, because you don't even have a forum yet. But we got these juicy. Even though these guys don't produce a lot of stone, they do let us build stone cutters, and that's going to give us more civics. So that could fix that. Um, but you know what? Right now, we just need warriors, and we'll upgrade them to spears or axes later. And again, you notice I did not go trying to buy sell resources at doubt. I can afford warriors. I'm going to build a warrior. So that's that. Okay. Yeah. Lumber mills. Let's go do them. More lumber mills. Let's go do them. And I believe that, yes, that is the garrison for Dur Curry. We're just going to leave him parked right there. Oh, oh, bless you. Beautiful, beautiful Acadian archer. Wait a minute. Do I even want to move him that way? That don't make much sense, does it? Nope. Alright, well, let's just get you over here. These guys are just insanely good. Not only are they stronger than your average archer, but they come with the special ability of being able to damage. They damage the target that they shoot at, and then any enemy targets adjacent to that target take 25% splash damage. So it's like the shrapnel upgrade, except they can also take the shrapnel upgrade and make it even better. So, yeah, they're just. And then their big brothers, the Cimmerians, which I call the cinnamon archers, are even worse. They're even stronger and they do even more damage. Splash damage is up to 50%. And they just, you can just evaporate an entire enemy force with those guys. They're just crazy good. Especially, you know, I mean, having one is handy, but having like half a dozen of them in the same place, firing on the same group of masked soldiers, is just death. There's just nothing walks away from that. So, yeah, these guys are going to wind up being the heavy hitters uh, in my army, and we are definitely going to. Oh, look at that! Look at that! We are now similar with both Greece and Rome. Well, there you go. All right. And you have finished your real estate transactions, so you can head up this way and join the party. Now, I don't really want to start getting organized yet because that would involve leaving my borders. And right now, I get a bonus of gold for everybody that's inside my borders. So I think we just gonna leave you here, but we will upgrade you to the Libyan Cav configuration, which give him a 5 strength. And I believe that's what these guys already are. Yeah. But they can go up again to Libyan Elite Cavs, which I think is 6 strength. And these guys are already at max. They're Elite Nomad Warlord, 6 strength. But they're not the ranged variety. They just walk in and smack you upside the face variety. Okay. Well, let's just put you on the hill for right now. Let the lumber situation slowly improve. But I hadn't forgotten about the necropolis. Now we're still working on that too. We just gotta have some. We gotta let the stone build up a little bit. Hey, Spidey. We are was talking with Lola in the Discord, and so we're going to take this Babylon game we did yesterday from turn 51 up through 100, so we can start getting into some of the middle game stuff. Wood for science. Well, I'm not thrilled about cutting my wood surplus in half, but I like that science. Let's do it. That pushes science almost to 100 a turn, and that makes me smile. Well, yeah, I have to agree with you there. More Babylon is never a bad thing. Okay, well, let's make her a hero. General can launch offensive. Oh, we like her. Oh, hell yes. We got, okay. Uh, Duchess Ishtar Gamelat. We got to keep track of her better. Okay, she's third in line. We're gonna call her Duchess Badass. And old Duchess Badass, we're gonna put her. I think. Oh, wait a minute. Because what family is she? She's with the. She's with these guys. So who do we got here? Healing neutral territory. So, so I think if I, yeah, we put Duchess Badass in charge there, and then she'll be able to. Wait, no, that's if she is the. Uh, oh, that's only if she is the not not the leader of the unit. That's only if she is the leader of the country. So never mind. I don't want to do that then. All right. Well, shit. Here I was getting all excited, thinking that she could. Yeah. Well, that's not. That's not near as cool then. Oh. Yeah. What's the name of the game, man? Let me. I'll check it out. I love XCOM. In fact, I was thinking about doing an XCOM stream at some point. I just XCOM is, oh, it's awesome, especially with the up the update. What's it called? With the zombies and the shit. Oh, that's awesome. I love that game. Okay. I don't think I want to get too close to Roman territory. Wilder myth. Huh. Where's it? Yeah, yeah. That would be that expansion. I love. I mean, some of those missions are tough. Don't get me wrong, but I love that expansion. And the zombie missions, man, that's good stuff. I love the introduction of zombies to a sci-fi game. That just did something for me. I don't know. Okay, what we really need at this point, and in fact, I think I'm just going to, yeah, what we really need at this point is machinery. We need an onager. Actually, we need two onagers, but I'll take just the one for starters because I don't feel comfortable launching an attack against Rome without an onager or two. Uh, yeah, and Persia's still at war with both Rome and Greece. That's crazy. Oh well, I am a big fan of good music in a game. So yes, absolutely. Is it on the Epic Store, Steam? Where is it? Well, actually, I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Well, no, it's in the chat. I don't have to write down shit. Okay. She is 64 years old, so we're not going to have this bonus for terribly long. But, alright. Let's get up here and do some. It's a game camp. Okay. Okay, that works. Yes. The food situation is finally getting under control. Loving it. Let's go up and make another lumber mill since we traded away half our damn supplies per turn. Okay. Who are you and what do you do for me? Oh, it's on. Okay, cool. Well, oh, gotcha. Yeah, understood. And yes, XCOM expansion, great. The only music that I've actually liked better, come to think of it, was in Resident Evil 4, especially the monastery scenes. Oh my god, the music just creeps me out. I love it. Love it, love it. Okay. Why does it take 7 turns to build a warrior? Because we don't have any barracks in this town yet. Okay. Well, in light of that, tell you what, just go to work on a couple of these guys for right now, and we'll see about getting the barracks dropped down in a minute. Oh, you know what? No, no, do another worker. Yeah, that's what I was going to do with you. And let's get Mr. Scout that we just trained over here with the army. Now we've got an army with eyes. I like that a lot better. Although we haven't done anything to improve our relations with Rome, and they have been slowly improving anyway. So that's pretty handy. And I don't believe we can influence anybody, although we could do, I saw a foreign marriage with the Greeks. Let's go ahead and marry the queen off for sure, and she won't be with us too long. We'll do that and see if we can get double our mileage out of that next go. Yeah, okay. Uh, Drunk cunning diplomat, or wanton, compassionate schemer. Yeah. See, this is another one. I don't like this event. I got a 75% chance of something good, 25% chance of something real bad, or 100% chance of increasing my research. Thank you for increasing my research. To me, that's just a no-brainer. I'm not going to take a chance on having my heir or uh, one of one of the people in the royal family go completely batshit insane. I don't want to, yeah, those good choices were good, but shit, just give me the research and let's keep the family, not insane. All right, what general can we put with this cat right here? Because this is a badass. We got to put somebody good here. Well, I do like that 40% defense. That would actually be. Oh no! How about the 36% critical on the on the nuclear bomb? And then where was my dude with the Guardian 1 and 2? Yeah, so let's put the super defense general on him. Okay, so now we started to shape things up a little bit. I'm seeing the broad outlines of and again we're not going to war tomorrow, so some of these generals are a little on the oldish side. They might actually retire before we get ready to get started, but that's okay. I mean, because this at least forces me to think about the shape and direction of the army and how things are going to play out. And I mean, this is important groundwork. Even if it's a little premature, I would rather do it prematurely. And if we are attacked, we're good to go. So this is not without value, even if these guys literally retire before we launch our offensive, because Rome could attack next turn, and if they do, we got it covered. So. And there is value in that. It's certainly worth expending an order and a little bit of training points um, just to be prepared. And when we are ready to launch an offensive, we will do another review, make sure we've got good leadership for key units in place, and then we're going to roll out. And it's time to start thinking, especially now that we have a scout in the neighborhood, it's time to start thinking about where we're going to attack first. And the where is right here. This is definitely the where. And this is going to be a tricky. Actually, no, it's not. I take it back. This is going to be a super easy city to attack because that's the city tile. If it was here, if the city center was here, that would be much harder because all of this would be cross river. But as it stands, we can literally just mass forces here and push in. Okay, that's about as straightforward as it gets. Even better, when we get an onager or two, we could post them on these hills here, and they can easily just fire down. And actually, we could post it. That's a hill, right? Yep. So we could post onagers on these hills. Range 1, 2, 3, 4, easy peasy, right there. So onagers there. Um, Infantry units all stacked up here. Everybody push in on the first turn, and that's done. That's going to be a quick and clean. Oh, well, thank you, thank you. Is that the kind of thing that uh, that you had questions about, or your questions in some other direction? Because if you got other questions, just ask away, man. While we're prepping, we can be talking about the other stuff too. Who is this guy, and why do we care? General Cletus, the minister, uh, he feels that, well, he is overlooked. I didn't even know who the hell he was. We could get some food. Don't really need it now. We could get some civics. Always need that. Or we could get some legitimacy. Well, shit, let's do that. We need the legitimacy. Okay. Well, then I will hurry. And we will try to get ourselves an onager or two. And this is going to be our target right here. That's going to be our target. Well, I mean, I will hurry in that I won't, in that I won't get sidetracked into other blind alleys, because sometimes I do that. I'm like, ooh, pretty, shiny, let's go chase the butter. And yeah, and then I forget that my main purpose was to build this army up and take this city. So no, we won't hurry in that we won't go off half cocked or anything. We'll just stay focused on uh, doing the shit we got to do to launch an attack. Okay, well, we don't need any more money. We know that. So let's go back to work building some barracks. We got the money solved. We got guys down here in the south doing food. We'll have another guy doing food in just a minute, so that'll be good. And we got slingers being built that we don't have the lumber to upgrade. But we'll just keep them as slingers for right now, and that's fine. That's fine. And again, I don't want to start organizing these troops in particular because we don't have the space in my borders to do that, and I want to kind of keep everybody in my borders so that we get that juicy 10 gold per turn. Yeah, don't we all, for sure. Okay, Greece is loving it. Persia has rebuilt their strength. They've rebuilt their military. They're now back to similar with us. So we actually do need to pay a little bit of attention to Persia. I think I'm going to do the other foreign marriage over there. And Rome is still going to be our target. Now let's take another look at Rome too. So Rome got 9 cities. They actually have more cities than we do, if I'm not mistaken, or we're tied. Yeah, we're tied. Okay, so they are our size. They are a comparably sized rival, and they got better movement rate than we do, um, and they have similar level of tech. So that's going to be a tough fight. I mean, this is going to be an easy siege, in the sense that the city is well positioned for us to take it, but before we take the city, we're gonna have to deal with their army, and that's gonna be a fight. So the first thing we need to do then, because I don't like to fight fair, so we need to already be thinking in terms of, well, Rome's still fighting with Persia, but I need to already be thinking in terms of, if that war has ended by the time we get ready to launch our attack, uh, then we need to have good enough relationship with the Persians that we can get them back into the fight on our behalf. And yeah, let's just open that up so we can see. So he actually has absolutely nothing protecting this town at the moment. And let's go see what else we can see. I mean, we'll do it really with an eye toward seeing what is. Okay, we're not going to be able to see much. Well, all right. Now you guys want to fight with Okay, this is not a horrible event because this is just an ambition. So if we agree to this, we're not declaring war. We're not hurting our relationship with Greece, who's being ruled by an 11-year-old kid at the moment. Um, yeah. But why are the Kassites are everybody kind of pissed off? All right, well let's do some influency stuff here. The glorious city of Dildo. Compiling your writings together. Shocked to find that over 3,000 entries have been made. Well, there you go. Uh, yeah, I'm taking the research. And I'm taking machinery. Okay. Can we? No, we don't have the tech. We don't have steel, so we can't upgrade you yet. But you know what? I think we've probably got a barracks you can go sit on for a while, so we'll do that. Okay. Is there? Tell you what. Come down here. Yeah, come down here. Alright. Uh, we do have. Yes. Let's go up and start to work on. We got land consolidation. Now, uh, okay, I got to rethink this. See, when we took land consolidation, we unlocked the free camel archer and the free war elephant. If I research machinery, we'll also unlock the free onager, and I don't think I want to do that because I want to get one or both of those free cards. So I'm actually going to shift gears. We're going to go for coinage so we can start running city pacification missions. And we'll wait till we pull some of those freebie cards out of the rotation to get the onager. I mean, I'd love to get started. I'd love to get started, and I'd love to start beating the shit out of Rome. But we can get more free troops and more military strength to do that by waiting and not going straight uh, for machinery. So let's do that. Okay, and let's just build barracks, more barracks. And here, I think we're going to come out. No. This should be a good lumber mill site because it's on a river. Yeah, so we'll do that. And then these, no, these we can get rid of. We'll get rid of these for, well, I don't know. That would make actually a good triad of lumber mills too. So I think urban development should come this way, and we'll preserve all of these forests that we can. We can do a triad of mines there. Make all of this lumber mills, make these lumber mills, and do all of our urban development stuff over here. Yeah. That's the way to go with that city. Okay, cool. We're not doing any of that. Yeah. because she's 66 years old and she couldn't do any of that in her lifetime anyway. And then we'd be racing against the clock to get it done, and I'm not playing that game. Um, yeah, you're fine. All right, the next couple of turns, our food will go net positive, and our economy will actually be back in good working order. And now that is a trade I can certainly live with. Let's do that. This, I almost never take the unhappiness and culture. It's much more important to boost relations with the families. It's just never okay. Well, she's just gonna have to become disappointed. And DeVos, well, she's not gonna be a governor anywhere, I can tell you that. Alright, so we got a garrison here finally. We got another farm working. And let's just stay on the food thing. Yeah, we're almost back to break even. Damn it. I meant to do farms with him. Well, alright, we'll finish the lumber mill, then we'll do these farms. Okay. Here. This farm. This pasture. And that will definitely get us on the way. Now, I need to start thinking in terms of building garrisons and citadels and strongholds because we need to start cranking out Acadian archers. So we need to do that. Okay, I think I'm going to build a garrison here, and then I can do barracks, and build out that way. Yeah. Okay, so I've got two garrisons started. Babylon and Durkuri. Artisans and Kassite families, respectively. So that's good. Durkuri has become my main troop producing city. Uh-oh. Alright, Rome, now at peace with Greece. I forgot they were even fighting, but okay. We'll take the extra gold for the one more turn we're going to have the queen. And then Princess Iltani is going to take over. She's humble, but she's bitter. And she is a builder. Now let's just see, because she's taking over next year. So let's just see. Duchess Badass. So if Duchess Badass was the heir, and we made her a general, then I think she gets the fun stunny thing, right? I think that's the way that works. As leader, plus 50 training per military killed. Melee units get 10% strength. If leader can launch offensive, yes. How old is she? 22. She's 46. Okay. I want Princess Badass to be the heir. Because we're going to put her in charge of this unit right here. We're going to keep units surrounding adjacent to it. And then when we have 500 training points, she and everybody adjacent to her is going to be able to attack twice in the same round. And that's going to be awesome as hell. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Going to be raining some fire down on the Romans with that. And alright, so that's what we're going to do. Charles Mansonism is founded where? In somewhere in Persia. We don't give a shit. Okay. Cancel trade. The Persians come to us and say, you might, okay, well, you guys can fuck off. We were actually considering going to war to help you, and now you're going to be all dickish? You know what? We might have a change in plans. I can kind of see why they were all up in your business. Being a dick like that. Yeah. Alright. Well, that kind of changed my mind a little bit. Shit. Let's get on Rome's good side and think about Persia. And he's a schemer too, so I automatically just don't like him. And he made some demands. So that's just kind of, yeah. We might shift our attention northward now. I mean, the Romans haven't overtly done anything to us, they just don't like us much, but we should be able to fix that. And they haven't made any stupid demands, unlike the Persians. So I think Persia just put a target on their back. Alright, so what is this guy all about now? He's a 1 wisdom, 4 charisma. Let's give you some discipline then. Wait. You're a diplomat. Yeah, so what? Yeah, foreign opinion. Okay, that's your job. Get better at it. Somewhere near Burbank, huh? Okay. Uh, well, I'll tell you what. If we are going to, if we're going to think about attacking Persia instead, let's just take a look at what that might look like. So, Gabby, I know that's not how you pronounce it, but I don't care. I like butchering names. It's fun. Yeah. So Gabby, that'll be an easy siege, right? You can park. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, hills give you +1 range, right? So you can park onagers here and pop the city, and then as you move closer, you still got hills, unless you pop shit behind the city. So that's cool. It's not a cross river attack coming in from this way. We would have terrain. Cool. I like it. I like it. And if we was to come over here, oh, that's a little trickier. Okay. So we would have to attack from Mari, not from Babylon, because the city is on the western side of the river. So we would have to stage here and use this for the approach, right? Because we got the terrain. We'll form a line right there, fight the battle there so that he's standing in the plains, we're standing in the scrub in the forest, beat the force, and then go in. And in that case, Onager would be sitting right here, right? Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. And then we put another Onager here when we had to, and then our main force is here protecting the Onager, while he could still rain fire on the city and anything that was in these plains. So Onager, main battle line, beat the army, move to the city. This is where we would start, right there, right there. That's the place. And it wouldn't take us too long to relocate the army up that way. A road built, so we just do that. Follow the river, and then Yeah, like 3 turns, and we could be there. So that's easy. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and since these fools decided they wanted to make that kind of a demand of us, let's go ahead and just relocate a couple of assets over that way, just to and then, but we're going to kind of split the difference, right? So we're going to leave our spearmen sitting on the barracks. We're going to leave the archers alone for a moment. We'll just send the cavalry up and the. Oh, we already got a scout up here. What the hell? Okay. Well, good. Let's move the scout a little further in and see what else we can see. Um, yeah, yeah, okay. Rome didn't make any demands of us, so we'll shift gears. I'm totally fine with that. These guys are also similar competence, so the math doesn't change there. We have actually passed Greece in tech of interest. Well, mostly because we're stealing, well, not stealing, but uh, we're trading 56 research a turn from them. You want me to zoom in on any place in particular, Lola, or you just like the close up view of the map better? Like all the way zoom, partial zoom? Okay, well we totally taken focus because focus is amazing. Oh, okay, okay. So let's go back and take a look at the tactics again. Then let's go up here and talk about how we would approach this city. So we're gonna move the army up and down this river, offload them in Mari. We're gonna march them up here, and we would stage right here. This is because none of this is in Persian territory. So we would set up a battle line here, and we would park an onager here and a second one here when we get it, with archers filling in the rest of this. And then we declare war. We got cavalry units probably sitting back here or back here, kind of guard the flanks. So if he comes down this way, cavalry units got us covered. He can't come this way because of Greece, so we could fight him here. Onagers raining death in the plains, raining death in the plains. Archers backing up our infantry units with good defense bonus. He being completely denied good defense bonuses and getting his lunch eaten consistently by onager fire and by our Acadian archer. Just, I mean, blowing the piss out of anything in the plains here. We beat the army, and then the onagers posted here are in range of Anaconda, so we could hit the city no problem. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. So we got it covered. We don't even have to move the onagers from there. Let's see. Can I? Okay. Well, I don't know. Oh, can you see? You can see the mouse now. Cool. Okay. So yeah. Well, basically, we're going to use the terrain. We're going to use these trees as cover and defense for our guys. We're going to put onagers on these two hills. Probably have our Acadians sitting right between them, and this will be our kill box right here. These 5 tiles of plains he will have to step into to fight us. He'll be exposed in the open, and we will cut him to ribbons. That's how we beat the Persian army, and that's how we take the city of Anaconda. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to promote some people. Now, these are actually really good choices, and a lot of people, no legs included, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of people kind of don't necessarily like combat because it's a weaker bonus. Like if you take strike, for example, strike gives you a plus 10% to attack. If you take guard, it gives you a plus 10% to defense. Combat, it's kind of meh, right? It only gives you plus 5, and plus 5 is obviously not as good as plus 10, so what's the point? The advantage to combat, though, is that combat works both offensively and defensively. So combat is a good pairing with either strike or guard. So if you have strike 1 in combat, then you get plus 15% on the attack. If you have exactly. If you have guard 1, combat pairs with that and gives you a plus 15% on the defense. I like building up my defense because you don't have any control over the AI, and so you don't have any control over the AI's combat turns. And combat 1, combat 2, guard 1, guard 2, those are things you can do that mitigate whatever random shit the AI does on its turn. So I actually like combat and guard. Those are two of my favorite promotions because they limit the amount of damage that the AI can do on its turn. And if nothing else, even if they wind up killing these units that I've promoted that way, it'll take them one or two more attacks. And that means that they've got one or two less units to use elsewhere on the battlefield. And it takes more orders to pound this unit out of existence than it would some other. And that just means that the AI is leaving more exposed units for me to eat his lunch on my turn. So, yeah, Combat 1, Combat 2, Guard 1, Guard 2, love it. Give it to me all day long. Okay, we actually do have enough. Yeah, let's upgrade all these guys. Hell yeah. Can we do you two? No, we can't. We'll take 200. But in a couple of turns we could. Alright, cool. Yeah, man. I mean, strike 1, strike 2, those are, any of the, like the Besieger and the Ranger and the Highlander, those are all great upgrades. And on your turn, they're awesome because you can position your troops just so and take advantage of them. But then you have nothing to protect yourself from what the AI does on its turn. Okay. Building, yeah, because right, we still haven't started a damn necropolis. And I don't think. All right, Badass the New is in charge. We love it. Now, can Badass the New can she actually be the general of this? All right, so let's release you. And let's see if Badass the New can. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. All right. Now that is a big piece. That's a big piece to the puzzle right there. Okay. Now, if she has a daughter, that's that's her mom. So if she has a daughter, in honor of The Walking Dead, I think I'm gonna have to name the daughter Little Ass Kicker, because I mean, you pretty much gotta. Okay, so we got another uh, warrior. We're gonna send him over to this barracks over here just to let him do his thing. We already have a garrison, but I am actually not gonna take the time to build uh, walls here yet. We need to get serious about putting an army together, and I need to start putting more units on that. And we are working on the garrison, but it's going to be a while before we can build Acadians. I think we'll do that Let's do just one of those for right now. Yeah. Okay. Who hates us the most? I'm sure. Yeah. So the Cassades. All right. So let's get that cooking. And first thing we're gonna do with Badass the New is we're gonna change her to Judaism. So that automatically raises our stock there. Second thing we're going to do, both of our other families are Christian. So if we improve relations with the head of the Christian church, we will improve. For every point of improvement we see here, we will see a 1 point improvement here, which will almost be enough to uh, raise that up. So let's see, can we, yeah, let's influence the head of the Christian church. Well, you know what? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Let me back that up. Let me back all that up because we actually founded Christianity as well, right? Yeah. Okay. Um, and we got the civics. We could actually Wi-Fi at City Hall, right? I mean, two of our families are already Christian. We haven't done anything to develop uh, this religion. We haven't built a Jewish disciple and made any improvements to our religion. So we could just as easy do it with Christianity as with Judaism. So why don't we? Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. Let's check. Let's just check. Okay, so Judaism has spread to 3, 4, 5. Christianity is in 4. So they're within one city of each other in terms of spread and size. That works for me. That works for me. So, yeah, why don't we just say goodbye to Judaism and hello to Christianity? So, right off the bat, okay, so the Chaldeans didn't like that because, well, they're Jewish. Um, but we can fix that. And we only have one family to fix instead of two, and we can fix it by a same thing, right? So we influence this leader, we improve relations by 40 points with the church, and it also improves relations with the Chaldeans by 40 points. So that's like getting double value out of our money. Well, right. I mean, yeah. So that actually plays, that actually dovetails very nicely with what we just did. I mean, that was a purely pragmatic choice. There was there was nothing else involved in that calculation except what would be the quickest way to improve relations with the families, and that turned out to be it. So let's do that, and then Badass the New will adopt Christianity, and okay, so that further wounded the pride of the Chaldeans, but we already got a mission cooking to fix that, so that's cool. Now let's take a look at, all right, so relations with the Romans have soured again. We're already running an influence mission. We're already running a trade mission, so we're a little limited in what we can do there, but that's okay. We'll bide our time, and as long as Rome doesn't attack us, we should be fine. Next year we'll have coinage, and we can start working on city pacifications, which, well, we don't really have any cities that are horrible. We do have two that are level 4. So, or we can send gifts around to the families, which is the more direct means of uh, improving relations anyway. So either way we go, though, that will work. If you're strong enough, then pride is not a weakness. +2 legitimacy, but we lose 1 point of wisdom. That sucks. Minus, okay, we can't afford the legitimacy hit, so we're just going to have to take the wisdom hit. That sucks. I hate it, but nothing to be done about it. Okay, well, if we make her a scholar, we could undo the negative wisdom. So let's do that. Because I don't want to have Princess Dumbass to accompany Princess Badass or Queen Badass. My sister, fourth in line. We're going to make her. Yeah, let's give her rhetoric. Alright. Um, she's young. We can totally get 2 Cimmerian archers in her lifetime because that's one of our top priorities now. Okay, let's go back to stone. Complete that little triangle of stone there. Oh, you're a scout. I don't want to move you yet. Not moving you. You're already moving. And yeah, so you guys will stage here and here. I want them inside my no, here and here. I want them inside my borders, so I just got to figure out where they will go. It look like Greece is still playing at attacking the city of Abracadabra, or whatever it is. Okay. Man, it feels good to be running a surplus of food again. Jeez. Okay, so we had more workers to give jobs to than we had orders to do that. Alright, focus. So I got my garrison here. Next year we do barracks. Got a garrison here. We've already got, no, we were building the garrison here. We've already got 2 barracks. When do you guys hit strong culture? You hit strong in 7 years. So you could actually produce Cimmerians quickly. You don't hit strong in forever. So if we're going to build a wonder, we're going to build it in Dur Curry because that's going to help with there's still a couple of early game wonders available. And so we could take this worker and I'll move him over here and we'll see what wonders could theoretically be built here. Now I know we need to do the necropolis, and I think that has to be in a holy city, which this is. Christianity was founded here. I think it just has to be on a hill. So we could plop the necropolis right there, and that would get us off and running, and that would give Dur Curry a big culture boost, which would help. So we'll check that out. Check that out next turn. We gotta start getting serious about this shit. I mean, we were kind of idling there for a while as we were getting the economy put together proper. But now that that's been done, trade money for civics. Yeah, okay. We'll give up a little bit of troop training to get Rome back to happy-ish. We'll do some more of that. We don't do anything on the Grecian front. Put you on the barracks. Just sit you there. Yeah. Are we in the zone yet? No, we would need 800 and some odd bucks. So about like that. Right? And then we could do that. Okay, well that was expensive. But we'll have money next turn. We can fill up the resource kitty again. So that's alright. That's alright. So that gives us an objective, an ambition. Completes it within 5 years of the deadline, so that's good. That'll give us some more legitimacy, which we freaking need. Because our legitimacy kind of sucks. Now that we know, tell you what, now that we know that we're going to focus on putting a stronghold here. Okay, yeah, I can do that. We need 20 more, don't we? Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay, that's gonna suck, but we'll do it. Stronghold. That's gonna let us build, when this finishes in 4 years, that's gonna let us build our Acadians. We can start mass producing these guys. But in 7 years, we will be able to build a citadel, and that will give us the upgraded version of those. Okay, I think you are. See, my problem is I've got a lot of these guys already leading troops. And the ones that aren't leading troops kind of suck in terms of. Okay, well, I don't like the extra unhappiness, but I'm going to put him in charge anyway, because that's going to speed up our research in our best research city, and I can counteract that with pacification missions. Okay, that helped us with Rome. Now our relations with Greece are faltering. We can fix that in a bit. Similar naive, similar competent. So we're starting to pull ahead in tech. Okay. And that's one of the things that I have learned after playing a shit ton of these games is you don't know um, you don't know what direction the game's going to ultimately take until it takes that direction. Like, I mean, initially I was thinking, okay, let's attack Rome. Then the situation changed, and I was thinking, okay, well, let's attack Persia. Now the situation may change again. I don't think that it will, but I mean, it could, and so we will have to change with it if that happens. But Persia was kind of a dick to us, and I'm basically we're big enough now and strong enough now that we don't have to take that kind of bullshit anymore. So that to me painted a fairly large sized target on the back of the Persians. We haven't done anything to them. We didn't start any trouble with them, and all of a sudden they want to be dicks about it. Okay, well, there was a day when we would just have to suck it up and take shit like that. But I don't think Persia got the memo. But those days are over. We don't have to put up with that shit anymore, and we're not gonna. So yeah, I think Persia just better to borrow a quote from Bill Cosby. Persia better just have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. Because if they don't, we're gonna we're gonna have more than words. No, that was not Bill Cosby. That was Richard Pryor about Bill Cosby. That's what that was. I'm super excited we got the Necropolis started. I would also love to get the Great Ziggurat, but I don't know. That might be too big of an ask our current uh, for our current economy. So we'll see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. King Crisis, who started off, I think he took the helm at like 11 or something. So not only is he King Crisis, but he's also unfortunately named, and he's super young. Okay, well, Persia got themselves out of their wars. Well, of these two, I mean, that's the no-brainer for me. I want to be able to push. Oh, yeah, I love this event. There we go. Okay, well, that fixes the family problem. Now everybody's like, oh shit, she's terrifying as fuck. And yeah, damn right, she is badass the Mason. Okay, did we now have, we can do, yeah, we can do that. Okay, and we can actually, we have some money. So let's get, yeah, let's get this shit done. We got money. So let's go this. Where's, yeah, let's do this. Right. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do this. We can't do that because we don't have enough training points. Well, that blows. Okay. Okay. So what did that upgrade round do? Similar, nothing. Okay. So they didn't materially change the equation. But in 2 turns, a lot of War Elephant, then that might. And let's see. How we doing on food? We're doing okay. So let's go over here and do this grove. Yeah. Let's come over and get some of this shit going. Hey now. Hey, where did... hit the wrong key and I don't know where... Okay. Yeah, you. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna let him slow cook. I just want to get a Christian disciple out somewhere so I can start doing stuff with my religion. We're not in a great big rush for it, but, you know, I'd like to have the option to do that. What the hell? Rome, you still sitting on a city site way up here in the middle of nothing? Alright. Interesting. Guarding it with a war elephant, of all things. No. So we missed out on the war camel. We got, oh shit. Hey, Hutch. Okay. So, remember all those meticulous plans we made about going to war with Persia and or Rome. Well, all that got decided for us by Greece. So that die is cast. Fair enough. Fair enough. First thing let's do is get our ground pounders mobilized. They've been sitting on barracks. We need to get them over here. I like that, Hutch. Hadn't researched Odeon yet. That would do it. That would do it. Alright. I think I'm going to undo that move because I need a few more orders to. Is Mari? I think Mari has walls. Yes, they do. Okay. So. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Mari garrison to be an archer. Let's fall back to the city. We're going to use the city kind of as a shield because our troops were not in position for a war with Greece, and in truth, we hadn't really got serious about mobilizing for a potential war with Persia. So, yeah, our troops are out of position, and so it's going to take a couple turns fighting defensively. But, okay, so to borrow a line from a movie, Greece is the word. Okay, well, let's see what the Grecians have in store for us. They got the drop on us, killed one of our mercenary cavalry units that we had bought ages ago, and that kind of sucks. Look like they're gonna keep putting the pressure on. Yeah, they're gonna kill him, and that kind of sucks too. But we can take it. I mean, let's draw them in. Okay, now that's just a dick move. Beating on a worker. Man, please. So let's get you actually in the city. Nah. I'm gonna be able to kill it. Goodbye. Now, let's see. I have enough for one forced march. That's not... Okay. So then what I need to do is protect my Acadian. Anything happens to that Acadian, we're pretty much borked in the short run. Okay, I've only got the one. Well, let's move the tile closer and do the upgrade. Alright. Alright. That's not bad. Yeah, no. No. I want you on. Okay. Which tag is that, Lola? Is there something I can do to remove it or move it or? Yeah. Tell you what. Why don't you guys just stay bunched up like that? Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I might be able to. Yeah. Well, let's destroy 20 units. I think that's a good goal. All right. Yeah, because I can zoom in a little bit, and that'll change the positioning of the tag. All right. So here's what we're going to do. All these guys that are all nice and bunched up for us like this. So let's come over here and beat the shit out of this guy. And then we will take. You can do this, right? And you can do this. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. Oh, now we're cooking with gas. Okay, so what is this, y'all giant bags of dicks we're talking about coming in here and messing up my stuff? Okay, we got 300 training points. Oh, look at that. See, that's another dead chariot right there is what that is. Because I can do this, and then this, and then this. Ba-boom! Where'd that attack force go, asshole? Yeah, hope you like killing that one axeman, losing all your shit. Alright, keep on. Yeah, they did. Yeah, and good. Okay, so we'll zoom in like that when we and get that tag out of the way. So that battle right there, that skirmish, really demonstrated the just the brutal, nasty effectiveness of chariots. That chariot basically get unlimited number of attacks as long as there is a wounded adjacent uh, enemy unit to hit, and as long as he scored a kill on his previous hit. So it's kind of like, if you ever played XCOM, it's kind of like the Reaper ability in XCOM you can give to Rangers. long as you keep killing, you get to take another action as long as you got the orders to support it. So we just used all of our other units to wreck those chariots, get them right to the point of death, and then our chariot just came in and bang, 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 knocked them all down. And yeah, so that's the way to do. And Greece is still similar to us now, but a couple more battles like that where they lose 3-1, they won't be. Uh, we're gonna eat their damn lunch. So yeah, that's the way. And look at this. It's gonna take a while because I don't have barracks here yet. But we got another Acadian getting ready to roll off the assembly line soon. So yeah, goodbye Greece. Y'all done fucked up. That is a mod called the Red mod. If you look when you boot up your next game, if you go to the mod section, you'll see one called Red Unit Scaling, and yeah, it's an awesome. It just I love the way it changes the aesthetic. Oh shit! Okay, now that's just not nice. Rome has declared war. Well, son of a bitch. Okay, I feel 100% confident that we can take out either of these cities. We can crush Greece or we can crush Rome. But I don't think we can take them both, not at the same time. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. Well, we did back Greece up, and that's good. Go back out here and fix our lumber mill. And we have, oh, you know what? I don't know that, well, I've already started building them now. Okay, so we'll do some barracks. We'll upgrade to an axe. Okay, so this is going to be tricky. Undeniably tricky. We got to figure out a way to oh, we need 80 training points to do that. Okay, that's the problem. Let's see. Okay, so it is what it is. The war will be fought at Mari and at Idaru. Eridu. I guess, which is Xanadu's slightly shittier cousin. We don't really have enough infantry units here to provide proper cover for the archers that we've got. And we're building another slinger, which is only going to make it worse. Although Dirk Curry is cranking out an axeman, which is useful. Mm, so we just got to keep Rome. We got to fight defensively right now because we're 2-1. So we got to keep Rome at arm's length. We do have walls here, handy. That's going to be useful. Okay, okay. So we got to fight. We got to fight defensively. Use the ridge line here. Uh, brought the spearmen up off the barracks and fortified him. That'll help survivability. We got yeah. We'll let them take a couple of shots on the city if they must. I mean, city won't fall. We'll fix the unhappy later. That's no problem. So that should be pretty easy, depending on what he got. We got to wait to see what he got. We don't know. I know he got more than a spearman, a warrior, and a slinger. So we'll see what else. We'll let him show his hand. Over here, now, I mean, we got to attack somebody. We got to go on the offensive somewhere. Greece is the biggest. I say we knock the biggest off their damn high horse, since they were the ones that started the whole show by ambushing us in the first place. Um, and we got more of our. They've actually killed one of our a couple of our units actually too. So yeah, we need to get some revenge for that. So one thing I need to do then is let's get. All right, where's my other scout? Here's my other scout. All right, well, let's get you. Howdy, Gauls. Actually, kind of surprised to see barbarians still. Oops, no, I did. Yeah, do that. Go there. Okay, and then stop. Now, something we can use. Something. Sure. Okay. I think I've got the money. I can just do that, right? Okay. You currently building. No, actually, finish what you're doing. Finish what you were doing, and then go back and start in on the barracks. All right. We got a Roman dickhead right here. Tell you what, we're gonna hang that idea up for just a little while and start doing that. Okay. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know what? I am going to build the pyramids. Because that is a very good point. Uh, that is a very good point. We were, I mean, in the original incarnation of things, we were talking about attacking the Romans anyway. So since they have decided to join the party, uh, that might be the way to go. One thing I think that we will do for sure is we're not going to make any firm decisions right this second. We're just going to fight defensively, see what develops, but we will have the option of making peace with the Greeks uh, sooner than with the Romans. Hang on, well, I got an incoming message from Solver. Okay. Alright, well, let's see what happens. Had a couple of unfortunate losses there the first 2 years of the war, but we certainly made up for some lost ground back to the Greeks. Um, okay. You gonna be a douchebag and do it again? Really? I am gonna whoop your ass. Yeah, you kill him. Go ahead. Oh, but it took 4, didn't it? Ha ha ha. Took 5. Yeah, fuck off. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, that kind of sucks and is troubling. Alright, so let's see. We got 5 enemy units that are just in need of an ass whooping. I'm going to bring the spearmen over here because when I nail the shit out of this chariot, it's also going to do a point of damage to this guy back behind me. So we're going to do that. Are you in the kill zone yet? No, you are not. But you know what? If I... Oh... See, if I move you right up here, and I'll bet you if we hit this guy right here, look at all that sweet, sweet damage. And now you're a dead motherfucker. Okay, bye. Okay, so now we got to play the smackdown on this guy. We just need a few. Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it right there. Look at that. Okay, bye. We need like 2 points of damage on this guy. Bye. Now we need. I think that's probably going to do it too. No, it won't. No, it won't. That's okay. That's okay, because we got more. We got more. Yeah, we do. Ugh. Dude, you keep losing your attack force. Okay, so they're still similar though. So they must have had a lot of guys because I mean we just killed what 4 out of his 5, right? So yeah, yeah. Let's drop a heal on this guy. He's our worker. Get him back up to snuff. Now, what would happen if we? Oh, can we? No, we can't launch offensive yet because we don't have enough We don't have enough thing. And we can't. Okay, so we're not going to bother to force March because we can't get him there. Okay. So we're just going to have to let him live, but we can still take a shot. There we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, man. Well, that's kind of the bomb. Tell you what, you guys got more troops you want to send over here? Cause we got a mulching machine ready for them. Just step right up. Okay. What the hell? Oh, zoom, zoom. Right. Sorry about that. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Uh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We laid some serious smackdown on the Greek army, so I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. What do we got here? We just finished our stronghold, and we cannot build the whatchamacallit citadel yet because we don't have strong culture. But you know what we could do? We could build Nodion next turn and get some more cultural help. And what is this? Is a city that's under siege, right? Or that's like being attacked. Mari. Okay. Well, I think we'll get a war elephant cooking there. And then we'll be able to selectively push units around, which will be kind of fun. It'll be a good addition to our current force roster. Yeah, you better run, dickhead. What? You're gonna attack? He attacked the city of Dildo. I cannot even believe it. Man, you guys just have no class. What are we doing here? Years of imprisoned has sent a humble request. Well, absolutely. Enjoy an hour in the sunshine. And okay, yeah, we'll do all that. All right. These guys need a turn. They need a minute to uh, get healed back up. Let's do that. Pull the chariot to the back rank to heal because he is. I mean, he's been doing most of our heavy lifting, right? The chariot is. These guys have been landing some good blows, but it has been the chariot that has been just riding out and finishing the fight. So we got to keep that chariot protected, just like we got to keep the Acadian. Uh, well, I hope they don't. I mean, I hope my chariot doesn't. I hope the Greeks continue to die in vast and copious amounts. But yeah, now these guys, can we make peace with Greece at this point? Can we just do a national truce and no hard feelings? Let's call it off. Because if we can, I do like Spidey's idea of let's go back to our original plan and just beat the piss out of the Romans. Uh, but okay, so we did just get an axeman, right? So we can like come down here and just beat the crap out of this guy. Can we? Okay, so we could step out here, and then is that enough to? Yeah, we could do that. So Let's do that. And then we'll fix this damage. And so that a little bit of a ding against Rome. We only got 6 orders left, so I can't do anything too fancy here. And these guys are not adjacent, so I can't use my Axeman to good effect to kind of give both of them a whooping. So why don't we just move the Axeman here and fortify for right now. I'm going to swing you around when I can at least... Okay, so I can at least ding you. If I took a shot from there, even if I had the order to do it, if I took a shot from there, it wouldn't be fatal. So we're not going to do more than that. We're just going to send them a little warning, keep away from my shit, and see if they back off. Okay, so let's see. We need to get another Acadian archer cooking. No, everybody gonna follow the same damn laws. Y'all just fuck off. Yeah. You remember those Night of the Living Dead movies and cheesy zombie movies? Send more cops, brains. Oh yeah, send more Greeks. Okay, what the hell is this happy business? What? Don't y'all hurt my worker? Hey. Alright, dickheads. Man, y'all are being annoying. Okay, what do I got? I'll tell you what. You come over here for a minute. Do this. You go back to Duracurry and resume your guard duties. You really did that, huh? You really attacked my fucking city, you giant douchebag. Okay, alright. Alright, well I got most of my orders now, so I mean if that is what you want to do, well alright then. Bye. Get out of here. Being a dick. Can we even hit you from here? Yes. No, we can't. Oh shit. Then let's rethink that. I don't want to get my guys out of position. We're fighting defensively right now. We're doing a pretty good job of it. I think we're just going to let him sit up there on that hill for a minute. And, yeah, keep doing his thing. Now this is my Eagle Eye, one of my Eagle Eye guys. He kind of a badass. I'm going to put him down here in the trees and just see what we can see. Targets of opportunity is what we're looking for. So we're going to start developing a position. I don't know what we're going to do with it yet, but we're going to start developing it. Over here, I'm going to assume that the Greeks are going to make peace. I don't know why I'm necessarily going to assume that, but I'm going to assume that they will, because we did smack them pretty hard. Maybe they thought we'd be like the Assyrians and fold like a cheap suit or something, and we didn't. So we didn't. So I think Greece might be going, hey, those guys can fight. Shit, maybe we ought to not fuck with them. At least that's my hope. Or they could send a slinger out and take pot shot another one of our guys and make me mad. Oh, you're gonna try to. You're probably gonna kill him. Yes, he gonna send in. Oh, oh, he running out of juice. He didn't have enough to. Okay, okay, we gonna do the slinger plinky game. It's working too. Shit, you must have a bunch of them. And show up with a spearman at the end to finish him off. Okay, so that's a serious attack. Low tech, but we have to tell. Okay, yeah, thank you. That was a good call, Spidey. You were right. Okay, so we got to. Uh, okay. Well, since y'all did not kill this guy, uh, yeah, I do feel much better about that. So, I'll do strike one there. And get you into the fight. Now, you have to have some words here because that just pissed me off. Guys are being. Okay, we're going to take the easy kill here, right? Because I don't want him pressuring my archers. And then make a force march. And do that, and that causes a little bit of damage to his other slinger. Now I don't have enough points to do anything else, but I have already moved a cavalry unit closer, and I do have these two in reserve. So if he presses this attack, we're going to kill at least 3 of those 4 units next turn. If he backs off, we're fine. It's good. But if not, I've got enough guys in the neighborhood that we can kill 3, maybe 4 of those. So we're fine. We're fine. Yeah, he kind of looks like a wuss, doesn't he? And he just got that look about him. He just got that. I'm a giant wuss, and you punch me in the nose, I'll run away crying to mommy. Okay, bye, dick. We need some more axemen, for sure. What is. Well, no, I think I like adding charisma to Badass the Architect. She got some good stats, and she's not overly wise, but I mean, she got some good stats. Which unit is the fork? I don't know. What fork? Talking about the unit that can do the launch offensive? Oh, the okay, you're talking about the graphic with a little fork on it. Yeah, those are militia. Okay, now you done pissed me off. You just killed my guy working on that wonder, didn't you? You freaking dick. Sure, let's wage war on the Gauls. Okay. Well, you need to come over here and start working on whatever the hell this is again, right? And that's all we got to do. You can just sit there and do it, I think. You come over here and help him. You come over here and do this. You heal. Okay, so we got that more or less under control. It took a lot more orders than I would have liked, but it's done. It's done. So now let's get the cab over here. Oh, he's the chariot, not the cab. Okay, and these guys are spread out, so we can't do our mass mayhem thing unless we put him there. But if we put him there, we're going to go here and here, and he's going to be vulnerable. I don't know if I like that. Okay, so let's rethink that. But let's do this and this for starters, right? We just start thinning the herd. We can kill him right out the gate. Come over here. Yeah, I don't want to get too greedy. So let's do that. We'll leave the warrior alive. Similar competence, similar naive. Okay. So within the herd, we lost one unit. We killed three. I'm liking those odds. Let's get our war elephant. Okay, we need to build a barracks, make these guys come out faster. I think peace with Persia would be very good. We may be able to try that once we get this shit resolved, because this took like a ridiculous number of orders to get the pyramids saved and get these guys down. This barbarian attack was just very ill timed, kind of mucking up the works. But we get this shit resolved, and we'll have a couple of orders to spare. And yes, I think that's a very good idea. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Because we need to at least have one front that is predictable and reliable. And right now we don't have that, so we're basically threatened on all three of our fronts all the time. And I don't like that. We need to have something we can count on. Alright, so I think we're basically done here. Oh, these build times are atrocious. Okay. Well, atrocious or not, we're going to take it and we can build barracks and improve that. Okay, so I wanted to pause the video at the end of turn 75, and then that way the YouTube videos don't get just hatefully long. So we'll go to the end, we'll pause the stream, restart, and I mean like within seconds of each other, and be back to. Y'all did not manage to kill him, did you? Okay. So you're really struggling to field enough of a force, because the AI does not normally attack unless they're sure they can take you out. So yeah, we're gonna do this, 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 and you can just say goodbye. We got a guy over here that we can send down to fix that. and go back home. So we do still have some orders, some good number of orders left. All right, so this is the hot zone. We want to try to save this Axeman. We want to try to kill all three of these, and hey, preferably if we could kill a couple of others. But the problem is we don't know what's back here. So let's see what I didn't tell us about. So we still don't know what's back there. Well, the best way to save this unit is to put him in the city. But then where does this unit go? For right now, he goes here. And this unit goes into the city. And I'm not going to heal him because I don't know if I have an order to spare to do that. Axeman going to come up and hit this guy, splash damage over here. Okay. 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 So that eliminates everything. Well, I mean everything that we can realistically get to. Now, if he don't move, we may go on a counter-offensive next turn, take these hills, and beat the shit out of these guys. And maybe this hill. Don't know. Let's see what he does. Don't know. In the meanwhile, we're out of orders. Well, shit. Okay. Man, they go fast, don't they? Take that. Alright. I am hoping that... Oh, and I didn't, Oh, you killed my chariot, you dick! Okay. Alright. Well, that's going to be a problem. We will certainly pay tribute to secure peace on one front. Okay. Got to be careful with this guy because he's pretty awesome. I don't want to lose him. Okay. Not you. Not you. Yes, you. Yeah, and I am moving my cavalry units over there exactly for that reason. Um, when Dura Curry finishes his Acadian, I will start up, queue up another a chariot because these units, yeah, we could with very little difficulty. I think we could eat this army for lunch. We just got to get our forces in position to do it. We can do that. Okay. So Acadian Archer in one. Before I forget, let's just go ahead and oh shit, he can't even build. Okay, well I'll tell you what, he can build the Onager though. So who can? Can you build chariots? No. So we actually got to look for somebody with horses. I don't know who the hell those are. Oh, we got guys down here that have horses, right? Yeah, buddy. Well, wait. If we have horses, then why can't we? I don't know. Well, let's just go through and see. Okay, that's weird. Do I? Do I just not have? How did I? I've got the tech. Why can I not build a chariot? Don't I have the tech? I don't even have spoked wheel yet. I got that chariot for free. That's what happened. Okay. Okay, mystery solved. Mystery solved. Right, no chancellor either. Exactly. Exactly so. Okay, so they beat the shit out of my slinger, but couldn't kill it, which is I don't know whether to be amused or disgusted, but we actually are not in shape to go back to the offensive this round, so we are just going to play defense. We will score a kill. You guys might not have, but we will. So we will score a kill. We'll get our axemen healed back up all the way. I'm going to upgrade you to an archer. I'm going to upgrade you to an archer. I'm going to move you closer. Now it's going to start getting real. Those are all workers. There's an axeman. Okay, so let's bring you over here. So now we're starting to get. But you see, like Lola, this might be helpful to you. You see how I'm using City of Eridu as a shield. Okay, we got my guys just kind of formed up behind it, and he's real reluctant. He's come in a little bit, but he's real reluctant because the city actually has pretty good defenses even without walls, and this one actually has walls. So he didn't have anywhere near the juice to actually take the city or even seriously hurt it. But we can use it. This tile is basically a dead tile for him, and it has zone of control, so we can use it to keep our army safe while we're building up. And and we got a couple of good defensive tiles here that I'm not currently making use of, but I'm about to have two Acadian archers on the field, and if his army, yes, exactly. So we can come back here, heal up in relative safety, and we are. Uh, let's see. Well, we can. Okay, how about like where the hearts are, so we can come back behind the city and heal up in relative safety, and he can't get past the city reliably. We've got enough guys, healthy guys, stacked up just behind the city that we're basically safe here unless he comes at me with some heinous number of troops, which we are 99% sure he doesn't have because we're similar in strength. And so yeah, we're pretty safe behind Eridu, and so that's a good way to use to fight defensively, to use a city as a shield essentially, keep the army safe until we can um, muster sufficient strength to really go on the offensive. Now he's playing it smart here, unlike Greece. Greece came in and bunched all their units up, and it made it super easy for our chariot to just demolish them. But he's playing it smart. See, he's taking good terrain. He got his guys spread out. He already killed my chariot, so that's not. Uh, we can't use that trick. And by keeping his units spread out, it limits the impact of my Acadian archers because they are deaf to massed units, but he's not massing his units. So that's super smart. That's good. I don't think it'll be enough to save him, but it's really good. Um, okay, so we need to build more. We need to build ranges. We need ranges and barracks because we need to get this shit. We need to be able to crank out Acadians and Cimmerians like really fast because that's we get a whole bunch of those on the board, and it, whoever, it doesn't even matter. Rome or Greece at the same time. Yeah, it really does have good AI, and I was I had heard from Solver on the team that Alex, the guy who programs who does the AI, was watching my streams and making tweaks to the AI about like there was one thing that I did a lot more often than I can get away with now, which was to use like a white rabbit. So I would send like a militia or just some cheap cheap ass unit, and I would send it off like out in front of my army, totally in the open, exposed all by itself. Well, then the AI would come and jump on it, surround it with like 6 units to kill that militia. And then, of course, my main army was waiting right behind it. So the second they did that, on our turn, we would jump out and just demolish the army. Well, Alex saw that and he was like, oh, no, no, no. So he fixed it. The AI doesn't do that shit anymore. You can still fool them some of the time, but they're a lot less susceptible to that as than they were, which is awesome. So that's cool. Okay, so we still got 3 orders left, but I think I'm gonna save those for yes. I'm gonna find a worker who can do something cool for us. Like maybe fix this farm. That's pretty cool for us. Yeah. Okay. And then we can just heal one of these cats up in case more nasty shit happens down the road. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the AI would gravitate to the good terrain on an attack. They are here. And they will dogpile a unit to try and kill it rather than just weaken a bunch of units. They know when they're outmatched and they tend to pull back. They know when a city is lost and they tend to just abandon. You'll see the AI just abandon a city if it knows that it can't take it. Oh shit! Yeah, we'll pay a little bit of tribute to get good call, Spidey. We secured peace with the Persians, and it only cost us 65 gold a turn. I'm gonna call that a bargain. I mean, that's awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, I got zero complaints about the AI. They typically do um, a really good job of uh, putting up a pretty good fight. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start going on the offensive now. I've got enough guys here, so I'm gonna start putting together a demonstration force, for lack of a better word. We're not gonna attack the city yet because I don't have onagers. Um, we're going to demonstrate. We're going to put the army up in his face on good terrain. That's why we're taking these forests, and we're just gonna kind of say, "Here we are." Dude, we're in your face. What are you gonna do about it? And we're we're gonna see exactly what uh, the AI wants to do. Now, I'm thinking they're not going to let us approach that close to their city unanswered, right? So they're going to send some shit up here to try and stop it, try and stop us from moving in. And I realize that the way that I'm putting these guys up here, we are exposing some of our troops to uh, risk. And I don't have a guy that can reach here, so I'm just using a militia this turn. I'll swap him out for something better next turn. But right now, I need total control of this forest. So if I have to use a militia to get that, so be it. And the next turn, these axemen will come up and take point. So if he makes a determined attack, he could probably kill this archer. He may kill this militia. Don't know. But I've got two Acadians now on the board, backed up by three axemen. So if he comes at the forest, whatever he sends here is going to die. Yes, actually, I was going to take a break at turn 75, so this is a good time. Go get a drink. I will stop the stream here, and uh, I'll start it right back up, and then we'll continue from this point. Back in a sec.